It's better to ask dumb question than to commit a dumb statement. Importante yan sa sa construction. You make use of your potentialities and capabilities because yun ang kumbaga inspiring sa tingin mo. So later on, I want to handle a project, especially in the project management, project scheduling like this. The basic thing, especially this engineering mechanics and strength of materials, these two are what I'm using up to now from you will not gain more this principle without the basic of the mathematics. That's all started in the university.
Hello, fellow Mapuans! So, nandito na naman tayo for another episode of our 100 Mapuan Stories. So, this time, we are here in the Metro Manila Subway Project in Valenzuela City. And of course, ang ating interview naman ngayong araw ay walang iba, kundi ang ating current na President of our MIT CNC Alumni Association, walang iba, kundi si Engineer Ruben Manalo. Sir, kumusta po kayo?
Good afternoon. Actually, I am very lucky to be one of these 100 Mapuan stories. Actually, I was from Mindoro, and I was raised from a big family. I moved out from Mindoro because my mother died. From grade 4, I went to Manila to continue the studies here, and then I finished the 4th year in Ramon Magsaysay, Cubao High School. Due to this big family and financial work for 2 years, and then by 1977, my father told me to continue the studies and requested to study the civil engineering. And I enrolled in TIP as I passed this Guillermo de Vega scholarship. Since this is scholar and only miscellaneous on tuition, so I started there my civil engineering. This TIP in Raon at that time. Medyo magulo talaga doon. Once you go out of the street, students are all have Rambo like this. So I decided to transfer to Mapua. After graduation, because in Mapua, I was an student assistant of the late Mrs. Nilda Asis, the wife of our USEC before DPWH, USEC Raul Asis. Meron siyang diabetes, so I was tasked to carry on and continue the subjects. After graduation, I'm forced to teach in Mapua. So that's only for 1 semester. So after that, I transferred to TUP. While that's 1982 to 1988, I studied the Master of Engineering and Management, major in Construction Management. I was not able to finish the masteral degree, but I finished the MD, the marriage degree. I met my wife in TUP. That time, she was taking a masteral degree in mathematics. What I did is I enrolled in that Master of Arts in mathematics. So that's why I met my wife. And then, in 1988, I want to try my luck to other because that time, sumasama na ako sa mga friends ko if they have some contracts in the construction. At that time, a friend of mine told me, why not try to New Zealand? So, I tried in New Zealand. As you know, New Zealand is under British standard, and we are in US standard. So, you cannot work in New Zealand as a civil engineer. So, what I did is I tried and applied so many applications, a lot of overqualified like this because they don't want to hire any person who is overqualified for a job. So I work in Colgate-Palmolive as a production engineer. From 5 of us training, they got 2, and luckily I was one of the 2. So I was there. I consumed the 12 months as a tourist, and then after that 12 months, you have to have your work permit. My job as a production engineer was on the list, was not on the priority list, so my permanent residency was declined. So I go back to Manila. Then when I go back, I've learned that Mrs. Asis was in the MWSS. So she told me, why not join MWSS to gain experience in the government? So I applied, then I was hired. I worked there for 2 years. And then, the government, the system and the government is, you can work for 8 hours, but the work you can do that in 2-3 hours. So my immediate head then was very lenient. So what I did is I advertised in the newspaper to have a tutor in Ateneo and Miriam. When I was teaching, there is a student who 2 times repeat the subject, the physics. He failed on the subject. So I taught her all the basic, in physics, and then solved the problem, explained to her. In short, she passed the exam with a high grade. And then the parents talked to me that if I can transfer to Bulacan, he will double my salary, they will give me a car, a house, and then my 2 children, they will help us to transfer. So I transferred to Bukawi about this. In short, I was assigned there for a year and a half. So after that, I worked in Elizalde Group of Company. This is the Star City. They need an engineer, a monitoring engineer, at the same time a structural engineer. I reviewed some foreign rides. So that time, I have a growing family. I have 5 children at that time. So I can't raise these 5 children with this kind of salary at that time. I went to Saudi Arabia. After this, in 2007, almost finished the project. After the big villa, there was a call from Manila that they need, from LANCO, that they need a technical director. So if you want to be interviewed, sabi sa akin ng friend ko, so if you want, you can be interviewed by the vice president of LANCO. I tried to contact, and then I was interviewed, and luckily I get the job because it has a good salary, 6-digit salary. So, but with the 6-digit, I have a very big tax. In short, it's not enough for the children. So my wife told me, go back to Saudi again. So I go back to Saudi. Going back to Saudi is not hard because I was a PIC president there, so I have a lot of connections. So once I called, I will be back. Is there any job for me? So here we have these 3. If you want, just contact. So I contact and I go back, and this Pahad Alerisa Engineering Consultancy hired me. So yun nga, medyo
So yung kwan niyo, sir, parang, di ba, medyo from academe, di ba?
yung experience.
Going even abroad, New Zealand, job there, then you came back to Manila, then you go to Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. So then you come back here, no? Then yun nga, nandito tayo sa Metro Manila Subway Project. Kaya yung mga viewers natin, baka may naririnig kayo dyan, no? Natunog ng mga equipment, simply because nandito nga mismo tayo sa project site. Kaya pagpasensya nyo na po. But yun, paano po kayo napunta dito sa project na ito?
Yun. Actually, I am employed in Fujita Corporation. This is a Japanese company this is a joint venture project of Shimizu, Fujita, Takinaka, and EEI. 3 Japanese and 1 Filipino. I was employed in Fujita because when I arrived in the Philippines, I was an STE. You know this STE, this Sustaining Technical Employee. So when the owner was abolished, this Fujita told me, "Oh, if you want, you can join us. We already got this Metro Manila Subway."
Sir Ruben, no, given yung inyong experience, no, napakahabang professional experience ninyo, babalikan muna natin yung Mapua. Kasi, siyempre, doon natin na tanggap yung ating degree, no, as a civil engineer. So, pag pinag-usapan natin yung experience, yung education, no, na natanggap ninyo when you were in Mapua, nag-aaral pa kayo. Can you share with us, ano yung natutunan nyo doon? Tingin nyo na napakalaki ng impact or talagang nagamit ninyo with maybe one of your memorable experience, no, sa professional. Meron ba kayong ma-share na experience nyo sa Mapua na talagang yun ang nagbigay diin, no, sa inyong kaisipan na dapat maging isa kang magaling na civil engineer? At
my projection that time is later on I want to handle a project with my ability, with the experience I will gain later, and then actually totoo naman yung sinasabi nila na from the technical know-how and 10 or 20% only of the knowledge from the school. Kung wala yun, wala ka naman pag-uumpisahan. So,
pero alin doon? Di ba? Which 10%, which 20%.
Yeah.
But in your case, what was that 10 or 20% na tingin mo?
Sa akin, yung 20% is the technical know-how, especially in the project management, project scheduling, like this. The basic thing, especially this, what I learned in the engineering mechanics and strength of materials, these two are the basic things that what I'm using up to now from
So what's that again?
The strength, engineering mechanics and strength of materials.
Which is very fundamental.
Very fundamental. But these two, you will not gain more principle without the basic of the mathematics. So, nahihirapan sila because the foundation of these two subjects are in mathematics, and then the strength, the foundation is mechanics. So,
yung importante na nakuha niyo in your education.
Kasi nga, sabi nga, you make use of your potentialities and capabilities because yun ang, kumbaga, inspiring sa tingin mo. So, nagamit ko yun, yung sa
So, sa ating mga students, very important yung nasabi ni Sir, yung importante matutunan natin yung mga fundamentals, yung mga foundation. And ang doon is, huwag nating titingnan yung mga courses like, ito minor na ito major. Kasi nga, yung sasabi ni Sir Ruben kanina, okay, sabihin nga natin 20% lang or 10% lang yung magagamit natin after graduation. But the tanong is, which 10? Which 20%? That's something that will be determined by the future. Yung kailangan nyo later on, hindi yung pinagtunan ng pansin, sayang. And yeah, that's a very good...
and you cannot complete 100 without 20% or even 10%.
Yes, correct. Hindi ka mabibigyan ng degree.